Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast, a 30-minute mini version of the In Wheel Time car show that airs live every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central.
Matey, it's time for doubloons out here at the Lone Star Street Rod Association.
Guys, you sound like an Irish zombie.
We're coming to you live today from Granbury, Texas.
Come for your daughter, Chuck.
It's the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show, and I'm kind of gravelly today, pardon me. Just ahead, we talk more of the participants in the weekend's happenings here at Hewlett Park in Granbury. Had a chance to drive the new Kia Seltos. I'll give you my thoughts on it, and don't laugh, I like the car. We'll also have the cruise-in calendar, and later this hour, we'll have Today in Auto History. It's all just ahead in this hour of the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Howdy, along with Mike out of this world, Mars, King Conrad DeLong. We need more Jeff Zekin is over here.
Yep.
And sitting next to him is the fabulous and famous David Ainsley. I'm Don Armstrong. Glad you could join us today.
We're glad you showed up. We wish you'd have brought your voice with you.
I know. I'm sorry about that.
Forgot it. He was in a hurry to leave.
Right.
Forgot it.
So I have the pleasure of introducing right now to everybody Ronnie Austin. He's the owner of this fine 1940 Chevy panel truck.
Delivery.
Panel delivery.
Who sold that?
I don't know.
Gary. Blame Gary.
Gary.
We're blaming Gary on everything.
Okay.
Gary, where are you?
Has two doors.
Then where's the pen?
You said
F.
the panel has two doors?
Two rear doors. Also, it's about 5-6 inches taller.
Okay.
The delivery has a single rear door, and it's shorter.
Something else I learned today.
So this has not been chopped?
No.
This is a delivery.
Delivery.
A
Sedan
40
delivery.
Chevy. So would this be considered kind of in the suburban family?
No, I think it's, what I understand, it's a delivery, but it's made for the salesman to go sell.
Yeah.
The panel was actually made for deliveries. So they got them backwards. And we found this up in Wichita Falls, and there's a pretty good story behind it. So.
Well,
tell
you're
us-
going to tell us the story, I hope.
About 2.5 years ago, I have a sister that lives in Wichita Falls. And was going through motorhome one day, and I looked over, and there's a place called Lone Star Muscle Cars owned by Ernie McConnell. And beautiful place, all kinds of cars, nice ones. I told my wife, I'm going to pull in here just for a second. Well, 3 hours later.
And she
And I walked in the
knitted an
door.
entire shirt for you while you were inside watching.
And when she stayed in the motorhome, the air conditioner going. I walked in, went boom, wham, there it was right there. It caught my eye 100%, and I went and looked at it. And like my wife said, I got the drool off of it before he showed up.
Yeah.
So anyway, just basically fell in love with it. And Ernie come in, and at the time I was retired, and when you retire early on Social Security, there's not much. And he said, there it is, how much? And I said, I just can't do it right now. Just can't. He said, why don't you put up a small deposit, a couple $100, and we'll hold it for 30, 40 days and see what you can do. I said, whatever. Anyway, I got called out of retirement to go back to Sweetwater to a supervisor job on a big sheetrock plant out there. And I kind of forgot about the deposit. And, 5-6 weeks went by and was going back up to see my sister again. And I was sitting in the car thinking, well, I need to go by and tell Ernie just keep that money for his time in trouble. I can't do it right now. And during the meantime, my wife's sitting over texting, I thought, to the grandkids. Well, couldn't find out it was Ernie. So we pulled in. She kept saying, no, you don't have to go by. I'll take care of it. I said, no, I got to go by a person and say I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. So I went in there, and Ernie wasn't there, and the car was gone. I thought, well, she'd already told him to forget it, and he sold it. So anyway, I thought, oh, well, whatever. Maybe one of these days. Well, he come walking down the back, and I said, Ernie, I'm here to apologize and all this, keep the deposit and whatever. He goes, well, I was going to put it toward the purchase of the car. And I stood there a minute trying to look at my wife, and excuse me, she's surprised at yours.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
And
How
I just,
cool.
my
tears
God.
come, and I thought, my God,
Yeah.
is in the back getting prepped for me to take delivery of it.
Wow.
And there's, a little more to
how
it. That
cool.
was a basic deal, and that's how we ended up with it.
What did it look like then?
Do what?
What did it look like then?
98 to 99% of what it is right now.
Okay.
I've done
Oh, wow.
minor stuff to it, very
Fantastic.
minor. He put the Austin 40 on it for us, and I've had a few little heating issues, which the guy was just here before me. He showed me how to take care of it with a special radiator system and shroud that he bought from, I think it's Cooling Concepts, I believe he told me. So I got to do that. With the air conditioner on today, this afternoon, it's going to go to 210, 215, just like that.
Well, and shrouding an air conditioner, people don't realize how important that is because it creates the airflow. It pulls the air through correctly, and it's not just the shrouding. It's also damming up the sides of it so that the air that you're pulling doesn't bleed out the sides, and then you don't get enough coming over the radiator.
I've got about between the back of the radiator and the front of the bolts on the
condenser.
water pump, I got about that much room.
Oh, my gosh.
Tight.
Yeah.
But I think I can make it work.
Well, cool.
But anyway, years back, I used to run a couple of drag cars for back in the 70s and 80s. 23 altered for a while. It run about 160.
Oh,
It was
gosh.
a good car. Then
That had to be a scary ride.
Well, when you let go of the trans brake button, it felt like a Greyhound bus hit you in the back. It boom, it's gone. Anyway, after about 4 or 5 engines, I said, that's enough of that. Bank count went, whoo.
Yeah.
Anyway, quit that. For years, I didn't do nothing except just work. Then I built a couple of home-built airplanes for a while, and got married to my wife I have now, and it's been like 16 and a half years last month. Wonderful, wonderful lady. I wouldn't have this without her. Anyway, then I bought a couple of Model Ts, had a Model T pickup. Then I found a Model T 1-ton truck. Restored the pickup, but the truck I found was 100% original. Didn't do anything to it except get it to running and drive it. Found it down in a place called Cristobal in a barn.
Oh, really?
And it was 100%.
Wow.
It took me about 2 days to get it running.
So your 40 panel. No, delivery. Delivery. It's closed off from the back.
No, it's open all the way.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
it's got high
you got a
back
screen
buckets
down
there.
or something?
Just high back seats.
Okay.
Recaro seats are in there.
Yeah, you just can't see
I just can't
again.
I was going to say that
blind.
probably works good for the air conditioning system.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's beautiful.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Everybody said that the color combination everybody likes because it's different. You got reds, you got blacks, dark grays, and it just
Pops with the
Well,
green and the
and
white.
the white just really stands out, particularly in a bright sunshiny day like today. It just really shines.
And what's the powertrain?
it's a 350 horse crate motor. It's got a 700R with a 4.9-inch with a 350 gear.
Okay.
It does about 17 miles a gallon at 65 miles an hour.
That's awesome. That's
75, it drops big time.
Well,
It gets thirsty when you get up
Yeah.
there.
You're not from New York or Minnesota or something, are you?
West Texas.
I'm just trying to pick up on the accent. I didn't know.
Oh, yeah, West Texas, you can tell.
Dry, hot. But, no, we found Granbury about 6.5 years ago. I had a ticker problem and had to retire early.
Yeah.
And I got lucky. I had a 208, 114 blood pressure, and they did a stent, and I've been perfect ever since. But we found Granbury and just actually fell in love with it. And
Y'all, do you live here now?
we live here, about 8 miles out.
So they brought the car show to you.
Do what?
They brought the car show to you.
Yeah, I had no idea what was here until we moved here. And
Yeah.
I was downtown, coming in downtown by Acton, and I was in my pickup, and I heard this rattling come up behind me, or beside me there. I looked over, and there's a guy about 130 years old sitting behind a wheel of a 55
Was his name
gas.
Don Armstrong by any chance?
Might have been. But an old-style 60s gasser. Patina paint. I mean, it wasn't paint. It was that way.
Yeah.
Rusted down, the signs on it. 8 injectors sticking through the hood. And this guy had to be in his hundreds. Had to be. He's sitting there like this with a little bitty hat on. I looked over and went like that, and he whooped a little bit. But, a little bit.
It's in all of us.
Yeah.
I've never seen the car again. So I'm sure it's out of a pecan plantation out here somewhere. There's a lot of cars here. I just couldn't believe it when we got out and started roaming around. But I drive this one almost every day.
Do you really?
It's not ever been on a trailer since I've had it. I've been to Wichita Falls 3 or 4 times. I've been out to Sweetwater. I've been Event. Of course, Cleveland. Going to Lampasas next weekend.
Do you own a trailer?
No,
He drives it.
I drive it.
Well, I just wanted to check. Make sure.
I don't believe in. If you're going to trailer one, to me, they need to be over here. The ones you drive every day need to be over
Right.
here.
On the road, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it looks like it could be trailered. It's spotless. It's beautiful.
Well, it's got some rock chips in the front.
Right.
Try to touch it.
Right.
Can't avoid that. And that the wheel package really fits the car well.
They're
You
hard
know.
to polish. There's water spots on them I can't get rid of. They're fixed to get changed. So
What are you gonna
How
do?
big are those?
the
They're
front ones are about 10 inches wide, and the back ones I think are about 13.
Yeah, but aren't they like 18s?
They
I mean,
could 18s in the
I think-
front, 19s in the back.
18s and 19s, I think, something like that. I have to go look. I can't remember.
What are you gonna put on it? What are you gonna change it to?
Just different rims. Something maybe a little more shiny to them. Those I polish on those all the time. That's the best I can do. They won't
need
come out.
something
Less maintenance.
Yeah.
We know where there's a chrome shop in Houston.
We
Well,
do.
he don't do wheels though.
He
I
doesn't
forgot.
do wheels.
I did find out on American Racing Wheels, the rim part of it is a different material than the spokes. So
Is it really?
They say you got to use two different polishes. I didn't know that.
And they probably sell both of them.
Yeah,
Because it looks like it's all one piece.
they're not.
Over there.
You take them off and look at them, you can see the difference. And I had no idea until I talked to them.
Huh.
So
When
Again,
you
learn
polish them,
something
did you
new.
polish them with a machine, a drill, or something?
I've done everything.
Everything. Yeah.
I even use chemical guys,
Yeah.
spot remover,
Nothing.
nothing.
Yeah.
They're pretty old.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah. How about the tires? Tires old too?
Not really. They're probably about 4 years old.
Oh, okay, so you got
They're
stuff.
good shape. Yeah.
Yeah. This car here.
That was at the hotel last
Yes,
night.
it was. That's
Beautiful.
That really. Do you know this guy?
Mm-hmm.
Do you?
There's some beautiful cars here.
They
You need to
really
walk off over here and look at this 55 210. Not the blue one here is beautiful too, but there's one over there that's black with metallic red.
I saw the black one.
Oh my God, that thing is
It's
unreal.
breathtaking.
The
There's some-
57 is the one that we saw that was by us.
Yep.
Yeah. That one there, is that a 64?
That
looks-
Chevelle?
Yeah,
I think
that's
so.
Chevelle, yeah.
I think it is.
That just struck
But
me.
such a wide variety of cars here, from the true street rod stuff to the mid '60s, early '70s muscle stuff that's here as well, and then the blend of the two of them. It's just fun to come to an event like this and see cars that people are. Their life is in that car. You know, you talk about some of the people who've built the cars themselves. Talk about your life in this because your wife secretly bought the car for you. What a killer story that is.
It was unreal. I just couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well-
for weeks after,
Yeah,
I just couldn't.
especially-
I'd walk outside and go.
Do you have any kids?
I got a daughter and she's got a son. We've been married like I said 16 and a half years,
Yeah.
and her son's got 5, my daughter's got 4, and we got so many grandkids. So there's a bunch of them.
Yeah. Any of them old enough to like cars like that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And they like Grandpa's car?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And they have said, Grandpa, can I have the car when you're done with it?
One of them has.
Yeah.
Well, first one to ask wins.
Got to be the favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
How old is he?
24.
Oh, okay.
A weird deal happened about 4 or 5 years ago. I'm gonna get off the story a little bit, but I'm sure y'all go with some drag race at meets and everything. But
We do.
in '69, my dad was with Dow Chemical. We got transferred from Sweetwater to Artesia, New Mexico. Ugh. And I worked the wrecking yard after school there, pulling parts. Well, another kid got on with me, pulling parts. Anyway, one year I moved back to Sweetwater, and we just kind of, never heard of each other again. Went to Ennis about, I guess, 4 or 5 years ago, and my wife had never been to a drag meet. So what I do, I put her behind John Forrester's funny car. Listen, it sounds nice. Of course, I backed way off.
We've all done it, so yeah.
So that was your payment for her
I
buying
laughed
it.
and laughed
Yeah.
and laughed over it. And we walked down there, and there's these 2 big black trucks. And I looked up, the picture on them was, I thought, that can't be him. I walked around the corner, he's standing right there. And I said, Johnny, that's you? He goes, Ronnie, that's you? I said, yeah. We got talking. Anyway, his dad was an oil-field pumper back then. Back then, they made wages. Anyway, he got sick. Him and his sister took over his dad's business. Well, they built it up a little bit. The company's called Marbaugh Corporation. We sold out for $111 million.
Oh, my gosh.
He run at the time, he's retired now, quit racing. But his 2 sons run Pro Stock. You probably recognize these names. Jonathan Gray and Shane Gray.
Oh, yeah.
And Tanner
Oh, yeah.
Gray.
Yeah.
This guy, Johnny Gray.
Oh, man.
And we used to pull parts together.
What a great story
And
that
anyway,
is.
he sold out. The rest of it made $1.65 billion, the big B. They give money away. And his sister, Terry Chandler, Make-A-Wish,
Yes.
and Hero
Yep,
car.
yep.
Run them out of their pocket.
Yep.
Great
Wow.
people. Just
Yeah.
great people. But to meet somebody like that, you grew up kind of 1 year with, and just
Pulling
unbelievable.
parts in a
reconnect.
salvage yard.
And reconnect.
Isn't that funny how that all works out?
They donate to children's hospitals left and right.
Yeah.
Terry Chandler, she passed away about a year and a half ago with a
Yeah.
brain tumor.
Yeah.
And her husband run the cars up to last year, and he said, okay, he has a Learjet business. He said, I'm not going to do it anymore. So, of course, those 2 drivers now, I think they're driving part-time for other people. But then his 2 boys now running Pro Mod. His grandson's in NASCAR. And Johnny's doing nothing except enjoying life.
And watching the grandkids race.
Exactly.
There you go.
So you're going to change the name on it for the grandson that's on that vehicle?
I'm not. He can.
Okay.
He can.
That's fine. It'll come off. So anyway, Ernie come up with that idea. I wanted, beer wagon, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
He said, "No, I'll surprise you." We went to pick it up and had that on it.
Well, the first thing that I thought of was New Baum's Pie Wagon. Are you familiar with New Baum's Pie Wagon?
I think I've heard of it.
Hollywood Nights. I'm sure
yeah,
that
yeah.
you've probably seen that.
Don't
movie.
get him started.
Yeah.
He'll start doing the voices.
Lawrence.
Oh, no.
Lawrence
Here we
of
go.
Arabia.
Here we go.
I'm sorry.
gosh.
Save your voice.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyway,
Ronnie, we really appreciate you
Well,
coming up
thank y'all for
telling us
having
the
me.
story about your car. What a great story. Your wife secretly bought you that car. Now that's a
Yeah.
that's a
Has she got any sisters?
Nope.
Man,
But
God.
I love her more than anything in the world.
Oh, of
I mean,
course you do.
I always wish I could get her a little more involved. She really could care less about stuff. That's what's really surprised me.
But she cares that you care.
Yeah, I'm
That's a
outside
big
every day
part of
messing
it.
with it. 'Cause we live in a small gated community out here. It's an RV community. When we sold our property and land out in Sweetwater and way downsized because of this problem, so I don't want no more acreage. I don't want no tractors. I don't want nothing.
No more maintenance.
No maintenance, no nothing.
Good for you.
And we just love it here. I mean, I'm downtown all the time. Every weekend, I'm down there in this thing. I go to the park and drink a beer or something. Everybody look at it. And it's a driver. There's a lot of stuff here way nicer, but we enjoy it and we drive it.
Do you have like Friday and Saturday night cruise-ins around here?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
But, a lot of us just show up like the blue and white Chevrolet. He's down there quite often. There's
Yeah.
several of them. You never know who's going to come by.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of cars here.
Yeah.
Con out here is probably 50 of them in there if they ever bring them out.
oh wow.
How
Most
fun.
of them just sit in the garage,
Ronnie Austin, thanks so much for
Well,
coming.
thank y'all
by.
so much for having me.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. And you'll be able to find this on all the social media channels. You'll be able to see it tomorrow actually, you can see it now, but you can see it tomorrow on YouTube.
Okay.
And I know you don't know anything about that, neither do I. But
Grandkids will know.
somebody tells me that you can get on YouTube and find it.
Kids
so.
will do it for us.
Exactly.
Ronnie,
Again,
thanks.
thank
you
y'all
very
so
much.
much.
Beautiful
And
car.
Debbie, if you're watching this at home, I love you. Bye.
Oh, good shout out.
Thank you. All right, time now for a little car review, if I can gargle it out. Is it okay if I do that now?
Thank you.
Are you
You
ready?
better hurry because it sounded like your voice is going fast.
No, well, no. Hey, listen, it's better than it was yesterday. If you remember at dinner last night, I could barely talk.
That's true.
That was a good thing.
Yeah.
It's always a good thing, isn't it? Time now for this hour's car review. Had a chance to drive the 2022 Kia Seltos. And no, it's not short for cellulitis or anything like that. It is the Kia Seltos. And you may not have heard about it because it was all new last year. It's available in several trim levels, including the LX. It moves up the chain to S, then EX, and then the Nightfall edition, and the SX. I had the Nightfall edition. It's a small SUV, seats 5 passengers. Like I said, it was all new last year. I really like this car. I know, don't ask me why. I mean, there are multiple reasons. One of them is the price. I think that Kia, for the most part, builds a very nice car. All sorts of different models, but this one just struck a nerve with me. It's my kind of car. Attractive body style with a rounded nose and a Kia grille that you're surely have seen before. Brushed metal trim and accents on the lower valance for my upscale version. Extra wide opening in the rear hatch so you could get another car back there. Well, maybe not. At least a go-kart, that's for sure. Trim-specific attractive wheels. What I liked, the overall design gets high marks in my book. You saw it.
Oh yeah.
What could use improvement? Nothing. Just keep updating the incoming models.
Yep.
That would be my
It's
advice.
a very
to Kia.
stylish looking car.
It's not over the top. It's none of that, but it's attractive. It is today's kind of stuff. Interior highlights, attractive interior design with easy-to-use, well-placed controls. Loved the cloth seats.
Oh,
Make
gosh.
fun of me if you will. I don't care. I like them, and it had a great design pattern in them. It's going to last a lifetime, and they are cool, like me.
Okay.
So,
Do they sound kind of gravelly?
yeah.
Oh.
It's,
Got
it's,
that cool, gravelly.
it's my smoky bedroom voice today.
Oh gosh.
Oh, Lord.
Subtle styling cues throughout the cabin adds to the likability of this. Simple, easy to understand instrument cluster and infotainment system. Cargo area surprisingly large based on its smallish
Small size.
exterior design. What I liked about the simplicity of the interior. What could use improvement? The passive phone charger should be standard. It is not. This one didn't have it, but they have it available. 1.6 liter Turbo 4 is the optional engine. Get it because it has 175 horsepower and 195 pound-feet of torque through a 7-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission. Doesn't sound like a lot of horsepower, but it works for this particular vehicle. And here's the effect of that. 25 miles per gallon in the city, 30 on the highway for a combined of 27. I got 30.5 miles per gallon over 402.6 miles. What I liked about it, the peppiness of the engine. What could use improvement? A little bit of turbo lag if you get too aggressive with it. I am a 2-foot driver. Left foot is brake, right foot is accelerator. And I can make those happen really fast, but the engine doesn't understand that. It's meant for somebody to use their right foot on the brake and their right foot on the accelerator.
You're kind of outrunning the computer.
It gives it enough time to know what you're doing, and I'm quicker than that still today, believe it or not. In some things, I am still quick.
Braggart.
Shut up. Don't even go there, because you looked at me and I knew what you were about to say.
Quick is not always good.
It's not.
He said it. I didn't.
It's not.
Just let you know.
But
You know the people at Kia are going to hear this review.
Oh, boy.
But he keeps it in boost.
It keeps, yeah, well, it does if you keep it at boost.
Yep.
But I don't. You know, this is off of a stoplight or something, and the start-stop feature doesn't work that way. So it's my fault, not the car's. Ride and handling, perfectly matched for this small kid hauler and grocery getter, and that's what it is. And it gets good gas mileage. Perfect for a early starting family. It's a first vehicle. This is it. I got it.
So priced right as well.
The base trim price is $26,690.
Wow.
The base price is tested is $28,435. But if you want to get into the base model, starts at $22,590.
Oh, wow.
Boom.
So
There
your
you go.
Nightfall base price was a $28,000 car.
It starts at $26,690.
Wow.
Yeah, that's second to the highest level that they got. Competitors, Honda HR-V for $21,870, the Hyundai Kona for $21,300, and the Mazda CX-30 for $22,500. So it competes with
And
those.
they're all stylish little
They are.
sport hatches.
This is where the crux of all of the buying, the new car buying, I think will be in the next few years. And I think that they're doing themselves a service by pricing them like this. Entry-level models, still in the 20s. Granted, it's not the average price of cars. The average price of cars around 40.
44, yeah.
This is higher in content than most starting price cars. You get a lot for the money. And it does not have crank windows. Thank you for asking.
But it, like you say, that it sounds like what you would get a young couple just getting married, out of school, starting jobs, maybe starting a family.
Yep.
This
This
sounds
is
like
it.
that kind of vehicle.
This is the car. It's rare that I get really excited about a car. And you're going, he gets excited about this? Yeah, I do. Because it's not about me. It's people that buy this particular kind of car. That's exciting. And I don't know what the availability is at the dealership. Call Kia and ask them. But the Kia Seltos.
So what kind of fuel economy did you get with it?
You weren't listening.
Oh.
I missed it too.
I got 30.5 over 402 miles.
That's pretty awesome.
It is. See?
Now I am listening.
I've got your attention, didn't I? Which is a rare thing.
Yeah, usually you got to
Usually
slap
takes
him.
a slap in the back of the head to get my attention.
That's right. Well, you and me both. We're both Sagittarians, remember?
All too well.
Oh, boy.
Mhm. Hey, Conrad, Don, pay attention. It's one of those kind of things.
Yes, it was.
Time now for the cruise-in calendar. And this really is kind of a cruise-in. But there is a limit as far as age is concerned. I think it's 1972 and under.
Right. and they've got they got a good collection of the early 70s, late 60s muscle cars here, but this is really more about street rodders, and even the regular looking cars that are street rodders.
Is that a Torino over there?
It is.
Looks to be.
Yeah.
Looks
It's a nice
about
car.
69.
I would go 69.
Yes, or 70, yeah.
So, next weekend we'll be at Tailpipes and Tacos at
Please don't forget that.
Lupe
Have we put
Tortillas.
that up every day this
every
week
day,
on
multiple
Facebook?
times, different
Well,
places.
Not
Yes.
today.
I will get it today. Tailpipes and Tacos.
That's a great cruise in.
Yep, and they're now giving away prizes. You can win awards. There's 3 award levels you can get,
And don't forget the gift cards.
and gift cards and stuff. So stop in next weekend at Lupe Tortillas out there at Kingsland.
So everyone
in
here is
Katy.
invited, right?
Everybody here is invited. And then Street Outlaws No Prep in Baytown is going to be June 24th. July 9th, Wheels and Warriors at the Crafty Crab in Pearland, Texas.
That's very close to the Krusty Krab,
I know.
but
Krusty
this
Krab.
one it's the Crafty Crab.
Yeah.
And then Saturday, July
Cousin.
9th as well, is Jeep Night at 3 Acres down in Santa Fe. So bring your Jeeps out.
At
And
where? 3 acres.
It's a shopping center in Santa Fe.
Oh, okay.
And then you're going to the Corvette Invasion at the Bastrop Convention Center
I am.
July 15th, which is about halfway here. So
In a different direction, but yes.
kind of a different direction.
Yeah.
So and that should be fun. You'll be reporting from Corvette Invasion.
Yeah, if I can get my phone to work and if I can remember to call in.
We're hoping.
Well, we may just run a repeat show that day.
And
Yeah,
then-
we talked about that. There's a
Okay.
couple of reasons, but anyway.
And that's it. That kind of gets us through July. There's always more stuff coming. We try and keep it on our Facebook page, so you can go to In Wheel Time, Facebook.com/In Wheel Time, and see more information.
And you don't want to get too far out. You want to
Yeah.
get it, within a few weeks.
Build the excitement.
Yeah. Hey, the In Wheel Time Car Show streams on iHeartRadio through the iHeartRadio app and Facebook, YouTube, and InWheelTime.com. Podcasts are available from your favorite podcast provider. The In Wheel Time Car Talk Show continues right after this quick break.
Father's Day weekend, Saturday, June 18th, 2022. It's the next Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise In, and you're invited. Tailpipes and Tacos Father's Day edition will be at the same Lupe Tortilla in Katy, 8 to 11 a.m. on Saturday, June 18th. It's the only place cruisers compete for trophies and other prizes. Enter your vehicle for Best Hot Rod, Best Classic, and Best Modern Classic. Tailpipes and Tacos is Houston's coolest cruise in and is your opportunity to see the best hot rods, show cars, classics, and resto mods, and get Lupe Tortilla breakfast tacos and adult beverages. There's no entry fee, and cars will automatically compete for custom Lupe trophies and other prizes. It all happens at the Lupe Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy on the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard, just south of I-10. Kick off summer with Tailpipes and Tacos Father's Day edition, Saturday, June 18th. The In Real Time Car Talk Show will be there too. Celebrate Father's Day, the start of summer, and the return of Tailpipes and Tacos. Saturday morning, June 18th, 8 to 11. We'll see you then, weather permitting. Want to take a minute to tell you about Gulf Coast Auto Shield, a Houston detail company like no other. Gulf Coast Auto Shield offers paint correction services that'll give your car, truck, or SUV a like-new shine. Afterwards, you'll want to protect it with a professionally installed nano-ceramic coating or protection film. Worried about your very expensive windshield getting damaged, broken, or cracked? Let Gulf Coast Auto Shield install ExoShield, a windshield protection film. Give John Gray a call today or check out their website, gcautoshield.com. Hey, whether you own a new, ultra-expensive, exotic, or a 5-year-old Suburban, Gulf Coast Auto Shield will help keep your investment looking like the day it rolled off the assembly line. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is conveniently located on the South Sam Houston Parkway, just south of I-69, the Southwest Freeway. Meet the staff and check out all of their services online right now at gcautoshield.com. The In Wheel Time Car Talk Show is now part of the iHeart family. Now you'll have access to 24/7 Car Talk anytime you need a fix. Just download the iHeart Radio app and ask for In Wheel Time Car Talk, and there we are. Be sure to save us in your iHeart library for instant access. No matter where you are, you have the best Car Talk Show right on your PC, laptop, or mobile device and never have to worry about finding us again. Of course, you can always get access to our video and audio streams via InWheelTime.com and your favorite podcast channel, and all of this is is free to you. From the iHeart Radio app, you'll not only hear our Saturday morning live show, but the best shows of the past, updated weekly. Never miss a minute of up-to-date new car reviews, pre-owned reviews, Conrad's Car Clinic, informative interviews, automotive news, and the most fun car talk show on the planet. Just download the iHeart Radio app, search for In Real Time Car Talk, save it to your library, and with a tap of the icon, you'll be in touch with your favorite Car Talk team. In Real Time Car Talk, streaming now on iHeart.com/In Real Time Car Talk. That's it for this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.